Hi guys, it's Thursday, which means it's weigh day, and that means I jump on the scales, and then I get semi-naked, or the other way around rather. I get semi-naked, I do a pirouette, you guys check it out, then I get on the scales, we all check that out together, and then I come back here and I do this. So let's go do that, then I'll come back here and then we can do this. Right, wow, okay, so there's a, I guess, jump in weight. I sort of do the weigh things before I do these, and then I generally kind of wake myself up and have a shower and stuff. Hence why I'm, dressed. But when I did that this morning, I freaked the fuck out. That increase of almost like 1.5 kilos or whatever it is, really freaked me out because I thought that I had actually lost weight. I actually thought I was feeling a little more comfortable in my body, and I was feeling like I had lost some weight, or something had changed, and I felt better. And so to get on the scales and see that I've actually gone up almost 2 kilos, was really surprising and really fucked with my head because, as you guys can see, there's no real change in my body. And so I kind of don't understand. And it's playing with my head, and I think to myself, well, I guess I did a bit of exercise here and there. Last week I did a fair bit of skating, and then I did, some ab workout, which really wasn't very much. But maybe I put on a bit of muscle, or maybe I had some more water, or maybe it's something else, or whatever it is, but I definitely feel different in my body. Like something feels firmer. I don't feel as flabby, so to speak. Which I know you're all probably thinking I'm crazy, but how I feel inside my body is very, very different to what you guys see on the surface. And I don't know. It's playing with my head a bit, and it's really kind of shook me, which is again sounds silly, but it's also because it's getting up to that 88 kilo mark, that close to that 90 kilo mark, and I've only ever been there once. And that was on my first admission and my first recovery attempt, where I hit that mark and I seemed to keep going up, and no one was doing anything to try and slow it down. And being in that weight range just reminds me of high school, and being in that weight range just reminds me of a lot of bad things that I used to think about myself, and a lot of the stuff that I kind of think about myself now, but was really not a good time for me, and it scares me that it'll go up there again. And over the last week, my head's been a mess of exercise and trying to fix things and trying to make myself feel better, And, resisting those thoughts or resisting those urges has been very difficult. There's a part of me that wants to tone up and feel better about myself because, why not? I want to, I guess, kind of like what I see in the mirror. And in the same time, the other part of me is afraid that that's the drive, because I know how seductive and how poisonous that is for me, and how a lot of this will crumble away if I get stuck into that again. How the compulsion and the need is overpowering. It is a drug. It is something that I'm addicted to, and I don't know what to do about it when that stuff takes over. I lose control and I fool myself and I lie to everyone else. But I'm trying to juggle that want to tone up, to put on some muscle, to kind of to feel better about myself in a sense. And that's vanity. It's vanity. I want to look better. I want to look attractive, or I want to think that my body's attractive. whatever you guys think is obviously very different to what I think, but, you know, I'd like to have a bit of, not self-appreciation, but, you know, kind of go, yeah, it's alright. Because right now it's not terrible, but I think it's more the uncomfortableness. It's that really sitting in my own skin, and you know, it's really uncomfortable. It's really, on some days, really horrible, and I'm sure a lot of you can really relate to that. That sitting in your own skin sometimes is, well, the way I used to describe it to people was tell an arachnophobic to put spiders on their skin, and just every day they had to put another spider on there, and they had to leave it there, and they got to crawl around them as much as it liked. And they weren't allowed to do anything about it. They had to walk around with spiders all over them, crawling every minute of every day, and they could feel it crawling up their skin all the time. Always a constant reminder that was there. You could never forget about it because it was always there, always crawling, always touching you, always making you feel really anxious and uncomfortable. And that's what it's like for me on a daily basis. But I haven't got spiders, I've just got me. And it's something that's really hard to shake some days. Some days better than others, but some days I am very much covered in spiders. And again, it's that juggling between the compulsive need to do something and the want to be healthy and fit. You know, I know right now I'm really unfit, and I don't like being unfit. It's really a weird feeling to not be able to do something physically. I know I'm actually a bit sick in that at the moment, so I'm not really sure what I'm saying, but it's just an excuse. But yeah, that's kind of where I am at the moment. Part of me wants to try and do a whole exercise program and try and start off something on a regular basis to maybe take the edge off some of those feelings and to balance that. But again, I know that's not the drive I want. It's not the reason I want to do it. I want it to because I want to be healthy, because I want to be strong, because I want to sort of, you know, build up some strength and some whatever. But at the moment it seems to be more about fixing the uncomfortable feelings, fixing the things I don't like about my body, and trying to rid myself of the negative perceptions and the negative beliefs that I hold because of the way I look, because of the way I feel. And that's not a good drive. That's a drive that will lead me down a path to ruin. And it's not a path I want to take, or nor a path I can afford. So I guess I just keep doing what I do. You know, seems my weight will do whatever it wants to do. I don't know. But yeah, that's me. How are you?